Your life. Hi, everyone. Welcome to SBR Sports Picks. We are the odds couple. He's Mike Brenner. I'm Peter Loshak. We're at the beach, and we're talking with Joe Gavazzi from WinningSportsAdvice.com. Yeah, about the bunch of college basketball games that tip on Thursday. We're going to get into right now another interesting one, St. Mary's and San Francisco. Should we get right into the game, or should we do some beach banter?
I think we do some beach banter. Hell, Joe would love it. Joe's got to live vicariously through us right now.
Joe Gavazzi, are the beaches really that great? It's pretty much just another place on earth. You're there. You got some drinks and food and internet and a bed, and that's basically it, right? Something special about the beach. What's so great about the beach, Joe Gavazzi?
Well, that's exactly what I feel when I go to the beach at the Allegheny River every day. Hang out,
all right.
Hang out. Nice. But I got the feeling that it's not quite what you're experiencing down there.
It's nice. It's nice. It's very nice.
Beautiful.
Very nice.
Trust me.
All right. Very nice beach banter, Joe Gavazzi. Thanks so much for that. That was not planned, by the way. Not planned or written. Spontaneous, Joe Gavazzi. We're going to talk right now about San Francisco and St. Mary's. And Mike Brenner, it's something we talked about. It happened. The market has caught up with St. Mary's.
You had a good call on that, Pete. As a matter of fact, last time they played this team, you said the same thing, and I still went the other way and went with St. Mary's, and it bit me in the ass.
I tell you, and I have had a pretty good read on St. Mary's. I said early in the year I liked them kind of as a double-digit favorite, but I said we got to look out for when the market catches up. And they now have 2 straight double-digit wins at home. Both were ATS losses. So too big of a favorite. And San Francisco, a scrappy team.
They're scrappy.
5 straight ATS covers. They played relatively tight with Gonzaga and St. Mary's once at home. A team that gets margin covers over the mid-range teams in their conference. And so St. Mary's, an awesome team. It's probably going to be a low-scoring game. San Francisco has been trending under game in and game out recently. I'm thinking that the edge, small edge with San Francisco and the under. What do you think, Mike?
Well, I think the small edge, believe it or not, is St. Mary's in the first half, right? In the first half, because that game that they bit me in the ass, they also lost another one. But they came back their very last game, right? I think it was against Pacific. I'm not sure, right? But they buried the team early, and they kept up the momentum and the pace that they were early in the year. Now, going against San Francisco already, they know their style. I think when San Francisco comes in, St. Mary's realizes, hell, we're out of the top 25. We got to get our asses back in there. And if they are out, I had heard that they're out. All right, they're going to push, and I think the push comes early, Pete.
All right, Joe Gavazzi, the line seems to me to be pretty close to being dead on, but I would probably leave San Francisco. What's your take?
Well, most of the lines are pretty much dead on. That's why we have to work hard for their edges. Unbeknownst to many people on the East Coast is that this is a matchup of former assistant Kyle Smith with, of course, Randy Bennett of St. Mary's, a longtime coach who's got that Australian connection, which just keeps bringing in foreign players after foreign players. First meeting was, because they know each other's style so well, very closely decided in a low-scoring game, and I'm looking for that to happen once again. St. Mary's, after the loss to the Zags, well, they're just biding their time till they get Gonzaga again, and that's why they remain overpriced. Now, the question is whether the odds maker has caught up even more, because remember, in the first game, this line was 10.5, 11. Normal swing of 8 points or so might have put this in the high teens. It's down to 14 now because the line maker is very aware of how familiar the coaches are with each other. Nonetheless, San Francisco is on a roll, 3-0 straight up and against the spread as they keep getting better and better under Smith, who incredibly in this price range is 15-2 against the spread when getting 8 or more points on the road, dating to his time at Columbia. San Francisco will be a defensive dandy in this one as it's a low-scoring game. But before you take off the rubber band, I want you guys to know one thing. St. Mary's comes off a high-scoring outing at home in their last game, and when they score 85 or more points at home, get ready for this one, guys. They're 44-11 against the spread their next game. With that rejoinder, we still like St. Mary's plus the number in this revenge matchup. Big dog with double-digit revenge, always a must-look in college hoops.
All right, he said St. Mary's. I think he meant San Francisco, right?
San Francisco, absolutely.
Plus the point. So it sounds like Joe Gavazzi's take on it is exactly in line with mine.
Well,
Pretty tight line, but small value with San Francisco.
Absolutely. And listen to that one stat, 8-2 against the spread. I think when it was 8 points or more, or 14-2 if I'm correct. All right, numbers do not lie. And momentum and emotion is hard to slow down. And San Francisco is absolutely just thriving on that right now. That was a great breakdown, Joe. I really appreciate that.
San Francisco plus 14. Joe Gavazzi from WinningSportsAdvice.com. Thanks so much for joining us today.
Thanks, Joe. And hopefully soon you'll be down here with us at the beach.
I'm looking forward to it, guys. My pleasure as always. You guys have a great afternoon. We'll try to as well.
Okay.
Until next time, it's been Joe Gavazzi from Winning Sports Advice. Good luck.
All right, Joe.
All right.
Thank you, buddy.
Okay, so 3